Hello and welcome to episode 26 of our Timberborn Update 5 hard mode playthrough with the Folktails faction. And you might notice that the game is currently paused, and that's because we're at the start of this 21-day bad tide cycle. And we have flooded the industrial district, and we've got to fix it before we unpause, or else the beavers are going to all get toxified, I guess you could say. So we've committed a lot of really dumb mistakes in the way this has been laid out. Some of you have been more charitable than others in describing what has happened and why, but suffice to say, we do not have enough room for water to get past all of these wheels here, and it's going to be causing us a whole lot of problems. And I think it boils down mostly to just not having enough space for the water to get by during bad tides, because during our regular temperate seasons, these three floodgates are open. The water can go through our wheels here, and then it comes out these three right there, and that matches the flow reasonably well. But in a bad tide, these are shut. We have two that are open here, and then they have to go through all this. So obviously that is not enough space for the water to go through, and the compression that occurs as it goes underneath and through these wheels is simply too much for it to handle. And we're also not doing ourselves any favors with the way that these have been automated. My old nemesis, once again, floodgate automation. I have the threshold set for this to open way too high, although you can only do increments of 1 to 100. So for this to open when it detects contamination at 1%, it really should not be that stream gauge. It really should be much further up. And this set is also attached to the same stream gauge, but I'm thinking what we're going to have to do to make sure that this is actually viable is hook these two sets up to much further upstream, like this guy right here. He's hooked up to this stream gauge. Honestly, all of these probably should be hooked up to this one. Every single one. So before we unpause, let's just take a look at how this is set. We have it set to height below. I hate how this is worded. I say it every single time. I know it probably frustrates the you-know-what out of you guys, but it just... Don't complain about the free mods. Just figure it out. I know. But that's set to 1% to 1% 0. If we associate it instead to this guy, check both of these. Low threshold at 1%, and then there, I think. Any amount of contamination. I guess I could set this a little bit higher because it's so much further down. But pretty much as soon as this gets any amount of contamination above that, it'll open. This guy, we have 1, 0, 1%, and 3. So that will work. We just have to... hope I don't forget this in the 5 seconds after I get rid of this. Talking sometimes is hard. So that was 1%. Well, these are both set to 1%. And then above high contamination, obviously you want these to close. So now these two are both hooked up to this one. This stream gauge is kind of pointless, but I can hear you saying, wait a second. When this is at 0% contamination after the bad tide ends, that does not mean this is going to be at 0% contamination. You're absolutely correct. However, I don't think it's going to matter that much. If it does, then we'll fix it. But this is such a huge volume of water coming through here, I really don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. If it is, then all we have to do is just make this a manual floodgate. I don't know. Floodgate automation for me has just been nothing but pain in this playthrough. That's why I have not automated these. I know. Those of you with IQs greater than 3, I'm sure can figure that out, but I cannot. So now this has been reversed. I'm not going to... I just want to make sure that would go. But I'm not going to unpause anymore until we can get the water through here a little bit faster. It is just not sufficient. We have 5 wide opening here. This is 4 wide. It probably should be a little bit wider. We can take care of that, blast this out. But for us to just flush the water out, we are going to have to, at least temporarily, get rid of a couple of water wheels. I will get these 2 out of here, give the water a chance not to bunch up so much. But I will also... I can't get rid of this one. On the back side, get rid of a couple more of these and give it hopefully a little bit more of a chance. We'll go a little slowly here. See if the flooding dissipates at all. Doesn't seem like it is. But it is... Okay, now it's flooding through here. Oh, it's spilling. It's spilling into this. Okay. Okay, alright. Alright. How am I gonna get out of this one? How am I gonna get... Alright, you know what? Go for Broek mode. We gotta just get rid of half the floodgates. So it can flow through. Yep, we're infecting the beavers already. There's no way out of this, honestly. No way out of this whatsoever. There's just way too much going on. Way too much going on. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to just completely get rid of these. Let's get rid of all that. And then I think that should, in theory, allow us to escape with our beavers' lives here. If the flooding goes down, which I don't think it is. It is flooding into here. That's going to infect all this. These are flooded. So we need to... Did I automate these? I sure did, and that's going to be hard because these aren't going to want to. They're not going to want to empty very well, are they? Yeah, for whatever reason, this is still just like completely sucking it up over the side here. I think I officially do not like this playthrough anymore. Just to be perfectly honest with you guys. This has been an enormous pain. So I can't even really effectively lower this because it's automated, but if I can't disable the automation, I just have to modify how this is. Alright. I guess I just have to do that. Change these from 2.5 to 1.5, just a little bit of water out of here so it doesn't kill all of our plants again. Alright, the flooding is not quite as bad as it was. I think it's gone down. The good news is that the infected beavers in the Folktails don't take 800 years to heal, and we have an herbalist and plenty of antidote, so that should be hopefully a little bit better. This very obviously is not adequate right here. This really and truly is not. So what we need to do is we need to make this like emergency outflow a lot wider. So let's go ahead and do that. Honestly, during a bad tide, we should probably just be completely dumping all of this. Just absolutely getting rid of it as fast as possible. So if we get rid of all of this... I'm honestly kind of just tempted to make this 4 or 5 wide. And just funnel as much of this out of here as possible. At least we only had 2 get unwell infected. That's progress, I suppose. This definitely needs to be wider. It honestly probably needs to go straight through here. If we can figure out a way to do that. I'm not entirely sure that we can. We might have to rip some of this out or do something with it. But at the very least, only 2 beavers got infected, so I think we can consider that a win. Let's go ahead, take a look at how this is set up. That's going to be... I guess we'll go 3 wide because literally why not? I just want to be able to shove all of this out of here as fast as possible. So that'll be 2s. That'll be 2s, and these will all be 3s. These will all be 2s all the way down. These will be 1s. And that hopefully gets all that taken care of. And we can move on from there. So they're going to get to work fixing my my bad ideas, and then we're going to have to, I think, also... I don't want to make this wider, but I think we can deepen it. I think we can put in... I really want to make sure they don't actually go down there. I don't think they have any way to get down there, but I just want to make sure before I put the stuff in. Look at this army of beavers over here. Coming over to put in extract and dynamite. That's going to be fun. But if I blast out the center channel, the center of this channel, or I could just make the entire thing 1 block deeper, I don't think that's going to affect the speed of the, almost called them flywheels. The speed of the water wheels, I really don't think is going to be an issue. But we are going to have to probably have bots do that and unassign all of the bio beavers from the builder's huts and the hauling posts to get that to work. That's going to be a severe challenge. And right now we can't even use this stuff because I get rid of all the power because, you know, I wanted to save the beavers. What a concept, huh? Didn't think it was going to come to that, but I suppose it has. We'll get it figured out. Worse things definitely could be happening. So while they're taking care of this, I guess I should let you guys know we do have a winner on the poll. It was decided pretty much within the first 5 minutes of the poll going live. But our District 2 will now be named, and I quote, "Mind Your Own Business," submitted by, I think that would be RV666. So yes, Mind Your Own Business is now the name of District 2. That's a fun name. So thanks to those of you who voted in that poll, although since it got, what, 47% of the votes, it's not like it was very close. The other options didn't quite fare nearly as well. But I like that name. I think that's pretty fun. So we will certainly enjoy that. Now, I'm wondering if it's possible to completely shunt all of the bad water through here by putting in some other dam pieces up here so I could actually do some construction. That might work. Could possibly be viable. I guess we'll have to wait and see. This is all ready to go here. So I guess we can go ahead and set these off. And it's dark, so I can't really see what's going on. So let's go ahead and get through with our turbo here. Yeah, but having this be 5 wide, just the widest possible based on the area that we're building this in. Wide enough to get rid of all of it should help us rather considerably. You can see how much lower this is now. Obviously, when we put the wheels back in, that will raise up unless we dynamite out the center here a little bit. And I do think that's going to be our best option. So we can either have the bots come in here, or we can spend a whole lot of time putting in platforms along this side and then blasting out in the center. I think that should work. I don't want to blast out all of it and have that be too much. So if I were to just do this all the way across, right, like so, and then in the middle of that, put in a whole bunch of these explosives here, then we will have to end up redoing some of our, don't say the actual word, but I guess I could just say it, waterfolding. Oh no, I said the magic word, people will be angry. That's okay. This is ready to go now. And then we'll blast this off. Now all of the bad water, theoretically, can probably fit through here. It's wide enough. We just have to be able to actually make use of the space. So we'll do the same thing here with these, and then come right behind with these. This is the one that was attached to the stream gauge. I guess it probably doesn't really matter. But if this one opens Actually, you know what we could do? Is we could prevent this one being opened too early from being a problem if we close this one later. So, contamination high threshold. Above... Oh, God, I hate it when this gets flipped. Like trying to do redstone in Minecraft before they came up with all the other stuff, and it was just logic gates. And this is old Minecraft. I'm talking about beta 1. Whenever it was redstone came out. I don't know, 1.3, 1.4, whenever that was like very, very early stages and people were figuring out logic gates with the torches and the putting stuff on different blocks and everything. I was never good at it, for the record, to be perfectly clear. But now they have actual, I don't know, I haven't played Minecraft in years, but I think they have actual logic gates that you can craft and put down instead of having to make them yourself. Not that I know how to do it either way, but I digress. Now, it's kind of hard to see because of all the red, but it looks like they are, in fact, getting that set up. So, hopefully, before too long, this ends up being usable, and then we'll, of course, have to get rid of our platforms and then place the wheels back in slowly, one at a time, or I guess 2 at a time, and figure out how we're going to make that work. We'll probably have to start from the back because we're not really going to be able to access too much. Yeah, the way I did this actually wasn't really that smart, but it's fine. It is what it is. This is substantially lower now that almost all of this is coming out this way. But, oh, I was trying to figure out when this was supposed to trigger. Because I want this to be open until the contamination is... that's not going to work because the contamination is 1%. I can't do 0.1. It's either 0 or it's 1. So the low contamination threshold for this to be raised is at 1%. It's probably about the only way I can have this set, to be perfectly honest. I guess we'll leave it alone. We'll see what happens. If we get bad water in here... Oh, I have 14 unwell beavers. All right, well... At least I have enough of those beds to take care of it. I did not think I was going to have 14 of those be unwell. They're not going through this, are they? I don't think so. Well, not too much I can really do about this. All right, let's give them a little bit more of a way to get in here. I don't think they can actually get all the way down. There we go. Oh, they still can't reach this, really? Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, well, that's not going to stay like that, but at least now they can get to this. Man. The things I do to just continue actually having this series exist. Alright, no power here. This is filling up. I did put the fluid dump back in for those of you who are very, very concerned about this drying out. I still need to get this kind of figured out, but we very clearly have more important things to attend to at this exact moment in time. I hope you'll forgive me for not messing with that too much. But I believe, I think we can get this done. We're not going to finish this bad tide this episode. I can already tell you that because we have another 17 days of this and we're already 20 minutes into the episode. So that'll have to be next time. But I believe we can get pretty much all of this done. That's still in range, and that will be in range. And even if it's not, they can come off the corner. That should be fine. We'll let this down, and we'll start putting the wheels back in. And then we can incrementally close this to see if that's going to cause any problems here. But we also, coming down this side, are going to need to widen this. So let's get rid of... I got 32 beavers without jobs. Wow. Probably because so many of them are infected, but if we get rid of that... Yeah, this just needs to be brought over this way. Make room for all this other stuff here. This can get done. Let's see, that has to be 2. Yeah, 2 down. 2 down. I'll just go ahead and blast this whole thing out right here. That should be okay. Man, what a mess. What a mess this is, let me tell you. Opening this up even just a little bit will help massively, I think. And then we probably want to put in a little bit more of a drop down here, especially since this is now kind of its own thing. We can get to that from both sides. So that is what we will do. I'll put in a single here, then I'll put a single here and a single here. That should help get a little bit more through there. And then we will, we'll see what ends up happening. We don't oh, we're out of dynamite. Okay, well, that's because I don't have any dynamite things made here. There's absolutely no... Okay, there's 63 HP coming in. Yeah, we gotta get... we gotta get wheels back in here, man. These are not connected at all. This only goes out to here. Because we don't have explosives. What? How do I always end up doing this to myself? I can't even... man. Alright, well... You want the unedited truth. This is the unedited truth. This is what happens when stupid things get done. Bad water is... Oh, I already have these things over here. I don't need to build more. I just need to have power going into them. Yeah, so if anything, I need to... oh, this is going to be so stupid. Yep, this is what I got to do. We got to go in with the hamster wheels. Put that thing in there. Pause, 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 pause. Can I pause these power shafts? No, that would be too easy. But I can just have just one of these going. And the rest of this is not connected or paused. So I think we'll be okay if I just have this one hamster wheel going. Jonathan Durrett over here. Come thee to the power wheel and let Tyler Close make some explosives. That's all we can do. Literally all we can do right now is just do that. And I can't really set these off either. I mean, I can, but there's not really going to be that much of a benefit to doing so when I still have to get back behind stuff. So, it is what it is. I have additional bots. I've got 8 of them. There are no bots in Mind Your Own Business, but there should be. So what we will have to do is put in a tank. I don't have any metal in this district. Do I have metal in general? I have 60. Well, we need to have, I guess I can get away with something over here. I will just put this here. This will be for biofuel. That'll be fine. And then I can have bots come into Mind Your Own Business and work in the mine. So we can stop having injured beavers. Or have fewer injured beavers, I should say. The bots will work more or less indefinitely in Folktails mode. Because they can just go get biofuel. Assuming they can get biofuel across here. Which honestly should not be a problem considering we have tons of it. That's going to take a while. To get done. So I think I can... Oh, this is so much better than the water beavers one that has like 800 items in it. Force import metal. We have planks, and then this also needs gears, which we already have, so that should be fine. We'll leave that alone. We'll see what happens. How are we doing on putting more explosives in here? There's still quite a few that have to get done. The contaminated beavers should be going into the medical beds, but they're not. why are you not going into the medical bed to get your antidote? Unless I completely forgot how these guys work. So we have antidote. Like, what are they even doing with it? I guess they're drinking out of it. We got these guys just running around like zombies half the time. Well, at least the farm is back the way it's supposed to be. That would have been quite annoying to not be able to do that. We're still waiting on metal blocks to go in here. Is that because we haven't imported them? Looks like it. Do I even have metal blocks available in this district? I got 60. Okay, are they in the bits here? I mean, kind of. Planks, metal blocks, 60 here. That's set to obtain. I don't know that I can really do much else. I already told it to force import these. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I just have to make a little pile here so they have somewhere to actually put it. I guess maybe that's what it cares about. I don't know. I've played this game for how many hundreds of hours, and I still don't really understand how most of the mechanics work. Kind of astounding, honestly. It is so hard to see with the red here. But it looks like we still have not made very much progress at all. What is our rate of making? I mean, I guess that works, kind of. Just taking a long time there. But what can I even do? There really isn't much of anything I can do except kind of wait here. Like, I have this whole thing. I was trying to get the gravity batteries to go further down. But this one's already all the way down, and I can't place anything under it because, well, it's already all the way down. So I'm kind of SOL until I get all of the stuff back in and we're actually making power once more. So the way this is set up, I think... Okay, well, nothing terrible is going to happen if I set this off, because I absolutely have to start making power. But these aren't connected because they connect through here, so I really have to start... with, like, this one right here. But because of the power shaft, this is how the... this is how they get over to the other side to hook all this stuff up, which I need this to get brought back in place. I don't know, man. I've made mistakes. Very, very obviously have made mistakes. So let's prioritize these 6. So I can at least blow this side up and start coming down here to put the rest of the wheels back in. I think that's the only thing we can really do. It also is, at this point, kind of a no-brainer to go ahead and put these power shafts in. And then since this is already here, I'll replace this with a 4-way. And then I can go ahead and just connect this. We can at least have some sort of power going between here and here. And eventually make something out of this. But man, we are just not going very fast. Not very fast at all. It says we have a demand of 700. So what else is directly hooked up to this? Because these are paused. And this isn't directly connected to anything. Or is it just adding the stuff that's directly connected with... yes, the mechanical fluid pump. Of course that can't run. Of course that can't run while there's no power. I should have guessed. Well, I can't really fix that. And I shouldn't really pause it. But, oh, I can't... It doesn't let me pause it because I have it automated. Alright, now I can pause it. Oh no, the water level's really low. What will you do? Well, simple answer is I will raise the unpause to be where it currently is sitting. And now it's unpaused. And they can start dumping in there. It's not going to go dry, I don't think. All I have to do is I have to actually be able to make explosives just to get the rest of this situated here. And all I have to do is get these last few in place. And then hopefully, we can make it work. I guess we'll see what happens. But now we only have the 5 left here. Making progress that way. Man, this is such a disaster. Why did I ever do this? Yeah, someone said I should turn these around, but the reason I hadn't turned them around was because I thought I was going to have a wall here. I don't think after this I'm going to have a wall, so... Oh, you know what? Yeah. We'll just go ahead. Just go ahead and turn these around. Because we can just put our path onto this side. This one was logs. This one was planks. And then what that's going to allow us to do is put in another one here. And then if I really want to, I can put 2 more right here if I bring in dirt to fill up this spot. But I'm not really that worried about it. And since this seems to come up rather frequently, no, when you delete storage, the contents do not go away. I don't know why. I guess people seem to think that's still a thing. It was a thing very long ago. Very long ago. I think prior to update 2. But now when you delete a storage, the contents just go down on the ground. As you can see here, there's 229 logs in one spot. 337 here. 2 logs here. 220. Everything gets dumped out on the ground. It's fine. The contents don't go away. They just go somewhere else. So we really do not need to be that worried about it. But finally, we almost have this done. I just need this one more dynamite here. And then that will end up being good to go. We can detonate that, and then just this one bit right here will be in place. But most importantly, we can start building the wheels again. And we are going to have to build them sequentially this way. And that's going to be an interesting problem for us to solve. But we'll get it figured out. These wheels, fortunately, are only 50 logs apiece. We have tons of logs, so that is not going to be an issue. All right, explosives been placed. Somebody come finish this thing so we can move on with our lives. We have so much stuff going on. And this still is not done, but at least we are getting the metal blocks. So that is progress there. I am going to stop importing the metal blocks once the tank is built because we don't really need it. And then if we can make this fully automated, then this smaller tank we could maybe turn into catalyst if we ever start making that. We have obviously other things to worry about at this exact moment in time. But it appears that the beavers that were contaminated are all no longer contaminated. It doesn't say they died of contamination, so we can only assume that the beavers dying of old age are dying of healthy old age or normal natural causes old age. Stream gauge has remained at 2.39. So I believe that is where it will stay because I have it set to continuously unpause at that. I don't think this is going to be able to keep up the whole way. No, but we could, if we felt so inclined, put 2 of these in either here or we could put another one down in this corner. I really don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. But it is, for the time being, in a tolerable state. It is not ideal, I know, but it is working. Okay, this is finally ready to go. Okay, so now the middle channel is 1 block deeper. Obviously, this middle bit has not been completely done yet, but we're getting there. And now we can go ahead. I guess I'm going to have to be selectively enforcing them picking stuff up because this doesn't really need to exist this way, but it's just the way it is. Yeah, I got to get them to come get the little pieces. And I can delete 4 more in this exact same way. I could have done this better, but I didn't, so here we are. That's just the way these things are going. We also can put in platforms on top of these. I really don't think it's necessary. I think we'll just live with what we have going on now and be fine. These pathways here are going to be an interesting problem for us to solve. Because I think because of the buildings that are in here, we're going to have to build from the middle out. Whereas this one we're going to have to build from this way up. And then try to figure it out. Just it's one of those things where we get to do a little bit of real-time problem solving, crisis management, disaster control, whatever you want to call it. This still is not done. Are we that hard up for metal blocks? Are we really? No, we still have them. I guess our guys working over here are working on other stuff, and I guess that's okay. It shouldn't matter if I had prioritized the construction because this is literally the only construction project in this district, but I don't know. Sometimes it feels good to just do things that might just be a placebo. It's like how in classrooms and schools they give you thermostats that aren't actually hooked up to anything. But they know that the teachers who constantly complain about it being too hot or too cold, if they feel like they have some sort of agency over the control of the temperature, then they'll stop complaining because they think they solved the problem because they moved a fake thermostat a little bit to the left. I don't know. that was always a fun discovery when we learned that those didn't actually do anything. Or someone knocked it off the wall and there weren't even any wires hooked up to it, and it didn't have any batteries or anything. They're like, all right, these people are just lying to us. But it's fine. It's one of those stupid things. All right, water wheel it is. Ah, yes. I have committed a cardinal sin of Timberborn, and that is forgetting that I do, in fact, have to have something to place these stupid things on. And they're not going to be able to build this because they can't get to it. Why am I like this? Oh no! What a. Well, I know I can do this now. At the very least, put these things in. Man, what a pain! What a pain this is. Well, at least this is getting slightly better. I gotta get them to build these two and then this one in the corner. And then we'll hopefully be done with this forever and never have to do this again. But man, what a fun time. What a fun time that was had by all. Alright, that's priority. This needs to be priority. This needs to be priority so I can get rid of the things behind it. Alright. Are they going to be able to build all this? I think they can. But I did have this prioritized. Alright. Now, I would love to say this is the time part in the episode where we go and do other things that I took notes on, but most of the notes were either people laughing at my misfortune, which is okay. I encourage that, because it creates a good community. Or people talking about, hey, stuff is broken, you got to fix it, and offering ideas for that. So this is today's episode, is fixing this. That's all we have. That's all we have planned, folks. All we got. So if you like this, cool. If you don't, you will never offend me by clicking off the video or fast forwarding or whatever. That is a-okay. I am not the video police. You can do with your free time as you choose. Okay, so now that that's in place, I don't really know how to identify what's going to be the center, so I suppose we'll just start here. I know they can get to both sides. Come pick up your pieces here. Although, if I build stuff here, it's just going to place the rubble somewhere else. But I don't want it to go down in the middle. Then I'll never get rid of it. And then people will be like, oh, you left your rubble down in the bottom of the hole. And then I'm going to think about it forever. Wake up at 3 in the morning, assuming I'm asleep at 3 in the morning in the first place. And then remember that and then become quite distraught. So let's avoid that, shall we? Just not an ideal scenario here, but we are mercifully about to get to the point where we can actually do this. Now, I can hear you saying in the comments, I don't hear comments. I look at them with my eyes. Misplaced senses, I suppose. All the water is going down in the low, and you can't... that's what it's called, the low. Great. And you can't use it. Well, don't forget we did this, and we can raise this, and we will once everything is built, so we don't have beavers getting all intoxicated, not in the fun way. So I guess that is okay. Let's come grab all these little bits and pieces, and we'll do what we can with what we have. There's a little bit of water coming through here, so, you know, it's not all bad. It's working. But we will have to extend this way just as soon as we have the ability to get these out of here and put explosives in. This is still not done? Oh, come on, man. That's going to take them forever and a day, isn't it? Especially because... wait, do we even have enough metal, or is it all in the... Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause these things. I can't even reach down here to click on those. Oh, yes I can. If we pause all those, they'll stop using the metal blocks. And then we can put the metal blocks over here. Maybe. That could just be me huffing copium. But we do need them to actually finish that so I can automate this other stuff. Alright, so this one last piece here. Come get that, and then we will put in wheels. I did see somebody leave a comment saying that too many wheels in a row will cause compression issues. I think that number is higher than 9. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I believe having 9 in a row is okay. But admittedly, I have not done an exhaustive amount of research on the subject, so we will have to... we'll have to just learn the hard way. Do we have any more than 17 in here? We have 18. All right, that's some degree of progress, I suppose. Okay, all right, they're dropping off metal. Kind of. We're working on it. We're working on it. Going at the speed of smell. So I suppose we'll just do this same kind of mess up here until we can have everything picked up. Shouldn't really matter, honestly. That's just waiting on someone to finish it. And so on and so forth. Alright, and we got a bot that is out of fuel. But there's so much. There is so much. How is that a problem? How is that a problem? We have so much biofuel. These guys are already... oh, this is... it's full up because we don't have any metal processing. So, my friend BeardBot28, how in the world are you out of fuel when there is literally so much fuel all over the place? Why are you like this? Why are you coming all the way over here to get biofuel? It should not be like that. It really should not. But at least that's up to 20 now. That's, you know, progress. One piece at a time. Johnny Cash style. Yeah, come get that. I cannot zoom in anymore. I'm going to have those awful sawing sounds stuck in my my head for the end of time. That's going to go there. If I push this here, it's going to put the rubble underground under this thing, and then, well, you know how that's going to go. So I guess we'll just keep on building up this way. They can reach that, so now I don't have to worry about that getting picked up. Although this one's done, and it obviously, you know, can't make anything because we don't have any water going through it. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We only have... wow. Are we actually going to finish the bad tide when I said we weren't going to finish the bad tide? Because now there's only 6.5 days left, and we're only at 45 minutes on the recording. Progress, folks. We might actually get this done. Although the one regret I have in doing this is that we might not have enough time to fully get this set back up before the bad tide ends. So we're not going to know if this is actually good bad tide management besides just shoving all the water off the side. So who knows? I don't know that we're really going to be able to do that. Wait, you know what? I could just do this whole thing at once. I can just do this whole thing all at the same time because they can just access all. You know what? I'm not going to care. If I sit here waiting for this when we have so much, yeah, all right. Yeah, we're just going to choose not to worry about it. I've spent half the episode wasting time with this. But I do have to build these individually. That is inescapable. I can assure you of that. Just put these in place. I can go ahead and get rid of the pathing. I know that for sure. That's all in range now. In fact, this one right here, I don't have to have these three at all. That's okay. That can go there, nice and easy. Then all of these can go in very easily. There we go. There we go. We will, and I mean will, get this done, whether or not it kills more beavers. It's probably not a great message to be sending, but it's the way it goes. Too far. What do you... Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yep. That's, This problem strikes again of having this set up this way. Don't really have a better way to do it. Unfortunately, we are going to have to figure something out with that. Man. These episodes are always just mass chaos. Man. Well, I hope we've learned a valuable lesson today, and that is I still have no idea what I'm doing. So that should inspire some degree of hope in the rest of you who feel like maybe you're not very good at the game. I am basically a Timberborn professional at this point. Literally because I guess this is my job. If I can't figure it out, then you shouldn't feel bad either. Have some self-confidence. It's usually a good thing. So this is done. All right, let's turn this off. Okay, so I'm going to raise... No, wait, no, I can't, because this is... This automation, I swear. All right. If I raise that... Oh, wait, this isn't synchronized? Okay, well, now it is. Raise that up half a block. Do we have any movement? We do not. Raise it up to 1.0. We're going to get some more coming through here. To turn the wheels? We should. Okay, no, not quite yet. 1.5. Now we should have some movement here with the wheels. Okay, there we go. There we go. Turning. And we're not flooding. Okay, so that's progress. Getting somewhere. But it's not all the way up. Let's check our levels. Okay, we still have plenty of... Wait, now it's gone. How did that happen? Okay. So if we raise that to 2.0, now it's as high as this little thing right here. This is probably going to be a big jump in height in the channel. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so it's no longer turning. So is it actually that much better at shoving the badwater out now? I'm actually kind of concerned that I may have ruined this for the good tides. It's not what it's called, but that's what we're going to call it, temperate season. 2.5. So now this is all of this is going out through here. And this is no longer turning. Well, we solved the flooding problem, but we also solved the this works problem. That's all right. Now I'm actually frustrated with this. Because I really... Why do I do this? Why do I do this to myself? Well, it seems we've created a problem that we did not need to solve. Because now there's no water coming through this. Jeez. And there's no water coming out of this. So if that's all we had to do to stop the... Yeah, we're going to be in some deep stuff when it's good water season. Because that's going to be a problem. I also should probably widen this just out of principle to let more good water in. Well, we can do that. Oh, no, 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 we can't do that. Oh, God, what did I do? Oh, this is a terrible, awful thing I've done. Oh, my God, man. All right. Jeez. I'm about ready to throw in the towel on this, honestly. It's just, I hate this. I hate this playthrough so much with every single fiber of my being. All right. Well, let's put this in here and get this done as fast as possible. Now that we've polluted the drinking water supply. Holy word I can't say on this channel because I told myself I'd be good. Yeah, yeah, I'm quite upset. Get over here, you fools. Build the stairs. Build the stairs. Nobody goes to sleep. 24-hour working hours until we stop contaminating the water supply. My God, how am I so stupid? Alright, get over here. Get over here and build this immediately. So okay, so here's a summary of what we have accomplished today. We have ruined our power generation capability, and we've poisoned, literally poisoned the water hole. To quote Toy Story, we have poisoned the water hole. I am... What is a family-friendly term for this? Oh my God. All right. Well, you know what that means. Bad water pumps live again over here. So the Oh wait, I forgot. This is the Folktails playthrough. Wait, why are we all... Oh, we're all thirsty because it's 24-hour working days. All right, well, let's put that back. Let's put that back. This is the Folktails playthrough, so I cannot build those. I cannot build bad water pumps deeper than a depth of 2. I am beside myself. I truly am. Okay. All right, we're gonna just have to do. I can't. I literally can't believe this. I mean, I can. I can. But my God, how is this even? How is this even possible to be this stupid at this? I can't believe it. All right. Well, now we have, I guess, an excuse to just build all this. All right, kiddos, get over here. Now that I've completely ruined the ability to generate power in this entire half of the map, we haven't even finished. Haven't even finished this. We only have 22 metal blocks put in place. I've paused all the building of the bots. We got 13 unemployed bots. The bots still somehow are out of fuel in the area where there's... I'm also even more of an idiot than I possibly could have understood because they have the ability to get down here. Oh, my God. This is why. This is why. I can't... All right. How am I... What do I even do with this? What do I even do with this? We're going to infect the beavers again. Because I left this in place. Because surely there's no possible way bad water would ever get into the main reservoir, right? So that's totally fine. Totally fine. Stupid idiots. Alright, well, I think we solved that problem by just removing the path to the point where they can't actually reach it from down here. So, I guess they don't care. Alright, you stupid idiots. God, you absolute morons. Alright, so now nobody works. Nobody works, so nobody comes back down here. Oh my god, they keep coming in. It's like, please. Alright, you all want to get infected? Be my guest. Be my guest. Go and drink from the toxic sludge and embrace your death. If I literally cannot stop you, I don't know what I can do. I can do literally nothing to stop this. So get up there. Put your stuff down. Get out of here. So now I have to get rid of the ladder too. Do I have any surprise ladders over here I have to know about? No. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right. So now I can actually put working hours back. My god, this has to be the stupidest episode I've ever made. And no, I'm not going to delete it and try again because that's dishonesty, and I do not like that. So you get to see the absolute buffoonery, unedited, as God intended. That's the way this works. I suffer, you suffer. Well, I mean, it's not really suffering, it's supposed to be entertainment. So if you like this kind of nonsense, then boy howdy, are you going to be having a fun time with this. I just... How have I managed to just completely screw this up in one episode? I legitimately do not have any idea how to fix this. Short of possibly putting in floodgates at the end here so I can try to keep a little bit more water in. I mean, I guess if I put in the... oh, but no, then I have to build platforms on the end of it. But if I did that... If I did this... and then set this to 0.5, that would hold a little bit of the water back in the trench. You know, it's probably not the worst idea. Not the worst idea I've ever had. Well, we're going to need these wheels back anyway. So I might as well just go ahead and build it. Just get it done any way we can. Man. Alright, well, I guess we get to watch them build that now. Well, that's done. Build the bad water pump immediately. And start pumping out all the bad water that we don't have a storage for, so now I've got to build a... now I got to build a bad water storage over here. Ugh, man. Well, we have a storage on the other side, but for now I'm going to make that a supply. Guess we'll just go ahead and build that. Man, I am beside myself, man. I literally, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Alright, last water wheel goes back in place. And now we have that in place. It's set to 0.5, where it should be. Those are synchronized. And if I set this to 1... Now, how bad is this going to flood with this being set to 1? I feel like this should just kind of make it as bad as it was before. And this entire thing is completely contaminated. Oh my god, man. So what I've essentially done is I've duplicated the original conditions at the start of this video, and I can't even I don't know, but it's not flooded, so I guess there's a higher capacity despite the end of this being the same height it was. Okay, is this coming up at all? That seems to be relatively stable. No, okay, it's increasing. But how high and how fast? We might actually have to have one of these. We might have to have these unsynchronized and have one of them set to 0.5. If I do that, is it still going to rotate? Still making plenty of power? I think that probably will work. All right. So I spent an hour falling all over my face trying to fix this, and we're basically back to where we were the original setting here. All right, well, I promised you the authentic, honest gameplay, and you sure got it. So hopefully you enjoyed that absolute disaster mode of an episode, as we've contaminated the water supply. Not this one, though, which is good, I suppose. I could just leave this. I mean, they will get all the bad water out of it, and it will be diluted when the stuff comes in. But now I've got a problem here, and that is these are all automated. These are all automated, and this is going to open again because I was so smart that I thought I could re-automate the floodgates. And now it's going to let more poison water in because I was so smart I could automate the floodgates. Yep. So much fun. But it's fine. That's the way she goes. We'll get into the good tide here, and we'll see just how quickly this forces itself to open. I may have to... Oh no, this will automatically just... Oh, did I do a smart thing? Yeah, I completely opened this because I disabled the control during the bad tide. So I opened it at the start of the good tide until all of this is finished being fleshed out. It's not going to completely solve the problem, but it might actually help. Okay. So what's our contaminations down to? 15, 14, 13, 12. You know, it might actually not be bad. So we should see this swap pretty quick. It's down to 6%, 5%, unless I hooked it up wrong. Okay, it's open, and the contamination's at 3%. Honestly, I think I can live with this. I think I can live with it. So basically now, what I've done is I've basically made this only open at the very beginning of very beginning of a temperate season, when the bad tide needs to get all fleshed out. So I guess what we could do. Oh, see, now it's flushed all the bad water away from this. How's our okay. Well, as long as it doesn't get into here. Yeah, okay, we're going to have problems. We're going to have problems we've got to solve by putting in additional pumps. I guess, visually speaking, all of the pollution is still over here. I hope it doesn't come through. It actually shouldn't based on the height until this gets high enough. So maybe what we need to do... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. How high is this? That's 2. I know what we can do. I know what we can do today. We can do that. And we can do that. And we can do that. This is so stupid. This really should not be a thing. But if we have these bad water pumps down here set to always go, this will basically only pump with the water level being as low as it is. I don't know that they're actually going to be able to use these because we have the level's going to be pretty high pretty quick. I don't know. I could very easily just be making stupid mistakes. Oh, they also can't build this because they can't get to it because I got rid of the ladder because they were poisoning themselves. So, yeah. Suffice to say, this has been a terrible episode, and I'm sorry you had to watch it. But nothing in life is always fun and rainbows or whatever. It's the way she goes. What's our level here? 2.32. Guess I can turn this back on. Although we do have to be careful that none of the poison water gets through here, and I think it's going to be hard. So let's raise this all the way up so none of the poison water gets in, and we are just going to have to. Oh well, now I can't even. Oh my god, I hate this game so much. I don't know how to fix this. I really don't. I really don't. Because now we have to pump, and the water level's getting higher, and this is now too full for this. Yeah. Well, this shouldn't be a permanent problem, because this only flooded with the bad water because I took this out during the bad tide to put another floodgate in, so we could get more throughput through this. So, man, I don't know. I think I'm legitimately at my wit's end with this playthrough, in all honesty. This has broken me mentally. I don't know why. It just does not make sense to me that we dug this whole trench, and then I put the floodgates in to effectively fill the trench back in, and that solved the flooding problem. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I have no concept of why that worked. But that's the way she goes. That's it. So, as always, I appreciate you watching these videos, even if sometimes they are just a touch unwatchable. We've got some problems to solve. We have a lot of bad water that has to be removed. Yes, this is only 29%. It comes all the way down here, man. We got bad water that's got to get removed, and I don't know how to do it. I really don't. Like, I don't want to flush it through our crops. I feel like that's a terrible mistake. Like, if I just pause this and then lower this all the way down and just use brute force moving water through, is that going to take care of it? I mean, I guess it would probably have to, but there's still going to be this bad water everywhere. Man, jeez, I don't know. So, yeah, that's, you know what? I'm not gonna do it yet. I'll let you guys weigh in the comments and get your requisite, foaming at the mouth at how stupid I am out of the way. But, yeah, that's it. No way to polish a turd. That was a huge dumpster fire of an episode. So, yep, sorry. Hopefully the next one we can get it under control and then put this series to bed, because this is, yep, it is what it is. I appreciate you, though. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Beard Boosters, for all of your support. That makes it possible for me to continue to make bad videos like this one and all the other fun stuff. But I do appreciate you. I do always read the comments, even if I can't always reply. I do take the time to make sure that I read all of them and take notes on what you guys want to see. So I always welcome those. Please do always feel free to let me know what you think, or if you have any specific ideas. But, yeah, that's it. We will pick this one back up on whatever day this series is. Friday, I think. Yeah, it should be Friday. So I will await your divine inspiration for the fixes we're going to put into this, or if we even can. I don't even know at this point. But, yeah, we'll unpause after we implement those, and we'll see you in the next one. We've got Prison Architect tomorrow, and then we have the Iron Teeth Mega Build on Thursday. So, hope to see you in those videos. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe, have fun, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.